السلام عليكم، كل عام وانتم بخير. الله يجعلها سنة خير وسعادة وإنجاز على الجميع. في ظل وجود الامتحانات التعويضية وجب علي أن أساعدكم طالباتي وطلابي في هذه الامتحانات التعويضية. فبإذن الله سأشرح الامتحانات السابقة ومنها امتحان الفصل الأول لنهاية الفصل الماضي. الامتحان كان على سويفت أسس. إن شاء الله خطوة بخطوة سأحل الامتحان، وأي سؤال ممكن الكتابة في التعليقات في الكومنت. So I will be starting to solve with you final exam term 1 2020-2021 for grade 10 advanced, and I will be solving it step by step. If you need any question or if you have any question, then you can write in the comments. So the first question in your exam was to solve the system of equations. So whenever you have such a question, you should think of one of the variables that you need to be eliminating. So let's think whether I would like to eliminate x or y. Let's think of one of them. I will be changing this 2 by multiplying everything by 3 so I can eliminate the x. So let's see step by step. When I do the distributive property for all the equation, we will be having the following: 6x plus 9y equal to 15. And now let's write the second equation, which I didn't do anything with it. 6x plus 9y equal to 15. As you can see, they are similar to each other. And whenever you are having similar signs, then you should use subtraction to eliminate. And whenever you would like to eliminate the variable 6x minus 6x, it will give you 0. 9y minus 9y will give you 0. 15 minus 15 will give you 0. So that's the special case when you have 0 is equal to 0. That means this equation of the first line overlapping the other line over each other, and they have the same equation. That means you are having infinite number of solutions. Any point you choose it on this line can be a solution. Let's go to the other question. Find the product, and he gave you matrices. We know that before we find any product for matrices, we need to check the size of the matrix. So we have 2 rows, 2 columns, 2 by 2, 2 rows, 1 column, 2 by 1. And for the product, what I care about is the inner dimension. I'm having equal inner dimension. That means my new matrix will be all about 2 by 1. That means 2 rows, 1 column. So from now you must cancel this one and this one. I need 2 rows, 1 column. So from now you can cancel this, and this is your answer. Without solving, what if he gave you another matrix here and it was 2 by 1? Let's solve it together. You will be taking the first row and this column. So 2 multiplied by 6 plus 8 multiplied by 7. Then 3 multiplied by 6 plus minus 1 multiplied by 7. With this, if you calculated this, it will be 68, and here you will be having 11. And this is your answer. Now let's go to the other question. Solving equations. X squared minus 4x equal minus 13. So the best thing is that you need to change it to the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So let's change it. X squared minus 4x, and then I would like to shift minus 13 to this side, so it will be changing the sign, plus 13 equal to 0. With this, let's determine what is the a. I'm having nothing, so a is 1. B, it will be minus 4. Your c, it will be 13. So you have many choices, whether you use the calculator mod 5, 3, or you can use the quadratic formula x1, 2 minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. You have two choices, but since you have limited time, it is easier to use the calculator. So if you use the calculator, this will be your answer. It will be complex. Good. So now let's go to the other question. Simplify 6 minus I over 2 minus I. Also, this question can be solved using the calculator, but before you use the calculator, you need to change your mod into complex. And then you can proceed with solving. And directly, it will be giving you 13 plus 4i over 5. But if you would like to solve it in details and understand from where they got this, 6 minus I over 2 minus I. In reality, I don't like to have in the denominator any complex number. So what I will do is that I will be multiplying it with the complex conjugate. The complex conjugate means you will be changing the sign of the I and multiplying with the same denominator. 2 plus I, 2 plus I. With this, you will be able to have in your numerator binomial multiplied by binomial. You can use FOIL method. And in the denominator, we will be having the special product, which is a minus b, a plus b, which is all about a squared minus b squared. So for this, you can use FOIL method. For this, you can use the special product here. Good. So now if I would like to use FOIL method for the upper part, I will be having a 12 plus 6i minus 2i minus I squared over, now let's have it 4 because 2 squared minus I squared. Now let's simplify. I know that each I square will be giving me -1. And here I'm having like terms. So 12 minus 1, but I'm having here a plus, so 12 plus 1. So it will be giving you 13 plus 6i minus 2i, which is 4i. Then here 4 minus 1, which is 5. And now this is the detailed solution. You can solve it whether using the calculator or using this detailed method. Now, let's go to the graph, which they always give you in the exams, and they ask you which system of inequalities is a graph. First, let's understand what's drawn here for you. You are having one dashed line, and you are having other solid line. So that means one of them will be having equal sign, the other one without equal. So let's check. So from the beginning, you need to cancel this because both of them are having equal and you don't need it. Good. Now, what you need to do is that find the y-intercept for each of them. So here it's clearly the dashed line, the y-intercept is -5 or something, yes, -5. And so y-intercept is -5. And for the solid line, it is something really near to it, -4.5 relatively. Also, something you should notice is that the solid line is having acute angle with the positive x-axis. That means positive slope. Here I'm having obtuse angle with the x-axis. That means I'm having negative slope. With this, what you can do is that you can keep changing each of them so you can figure out what is your answer. So let's now change on this. Your y here, move this to the other side, -5 minus 2x. Then don't forget that you are having here -2. So you need to move, and at the same time, you need to flip the sign. So first of all, keep it as it is, -2y, 9 minus 3x. Then don't forget, you will be dividing by -2, which will be changing the sign. So it will be y less than or equal -4.5 and minus and minus plus 1.5x. Now let's check this one. Here I'm having dashed line, I'm having -5 as the intercept, y-intercept, so it worked, and I'm having negative slope. So let's check the shading. The shaded area is in the upper part. That means it is bigger, that means it is above. Good. Now let's check this one. I'm having positive slope, as I assumed for the solid line. Here, this is for the solid line. And I'm having y-intercept of minus 4.5 as I assumed and as I get from the graph. طيب, let's check now the shaded area, or let's choose other color. Now I'm having this as below. So if it is below, then this solution is right. So as we can see, the shaded area is yes, and it is below. So we will be keeping to deal with all of them, and your solution, which will match all the slopes, is this one. If you change the other, you will be having other wrong slopes. Let's check for example this one. Y less than or equal 5 minus 2x. So first of all, it's not the solid. It is the dashed that is having 5. And actually, it's not 5. They are having opposite signs. They are mixing. Here, the intercept is not minus 5. So it is wrong intercept and it is not solid. So this one will not work. Good. Now let's change on this one. So here, y bigger than 5. Then move this one plus 2x. This would be giving you again positive slope, and the intercept will be not working. So this is wrong. So the only solution for you is B. So it's all about game of checking. First of all, type of line. Second, you can check y-intercept, x-intercept. They can help you. Also, with the type of the line, of course, you will be checking the equal sign. Also, don't forget to check the shaded area at the end, because maybe he will be getting you good equations, but then your shaded area will not match what you chose, so you have to check the others. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. B is the solution. Let's go to the other question. So in this question, and actually the same question is in your book, and actually I think it is one of the questions in the slides of the guided practice. Find the value of A and B if the following matrices are equal. So you have to ask yourself when two matrices can be equal. First of all, when they have same dimension and same entries or same elements. Good. That means each unknown, I will go and I will be equating it to the opposite element. So A plus 3 is equal to 5 minus A. Again, when you move the variable next to the variable, it will be A plus A equal 5 minus 3, which is 2A is equal to divide by 2, divide by 2, your A is equal to 1. Now let's go to the other. Your B is here and it is matching this one. So your 4 should be equal to 2B minus 6. Let's solve this equation. So after solving this, it will be plus 6 plus 6. 10 is equal to 2b. Now divide by 2. Divide by 2. What's your b? 5. So now your b is 5. Your a is 1. So a is 1. This is wrong. Your a is 1. B is 5. Yes. This, they made it the opposite, and this is wrong. So focus when you choose. Sometimes they will make the opposite. Maybe here you will be finding 5 and 1 and you will be choosing it directly. No, please focus on whatever he is putting for you. Maybe he is mixing for you. Now, in this question, in the exam, they are asking you to write a quadratic equation. And it's having roots of -5 and half in the standard form. Whenever he gives you to write a quadratic equation and he's giving you roots, I would like you to use this rule. X minus x1 multiplied by x minus x2 equal to 0. Your x1 and x2 are the roots that he gave you already. So x minus 5, x minus half equal to 0. Now let's modify on it. X plus 5. And one important thing is that I always ask you, whenever you are having in the one of the roots a fraction, I don't want to have anything in the denominator, just multiply everything by the denominator. So you will multiply by 2, x minus half. With this, I will be having distributive property, x plus 5 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Then what you can use, binomials multiplied by each other, FOIL method. After using FOIL method, you will be having 2x squared minus x plus 10x minus 5 is equal to 0. Then simplify 2x squared plus 9x minus 5 is equal to 0. So focus on each term, then choose 2x squared plus 9x minus 5. This is the right answer. That's it. Now let's go to the other question. Write an equation for the parabola whose vertex is at. So he gave you the vertex. Vertex minus 5 and 7. And it passes through a point. So it's like just put this point here, minus 3, minus 1. So that means whatever you should do is that just put the general equation for the vertex form. Y equal a all x minus h all square plus k. One important thing you need to know is that your h and your k are in your vertex. This is your h and this is your k. Good. Now, your x and your y are on the point that he gave you. This is the x and this is the y. So what's missing here to write the equation? Your a. So this is the key. you must use whatever that he gave you to find A. After this, you need to substitute and put it as it is. So let's substitute. Our y, it's all about -1. Your A is unknown. X -3 minus 5 all squared plus 7 minus 1 A. So this is -3 plus 5, which is 2 all squared plus 7. So it will be moving this one to the other side. -1 minus 7, it will be -8 for A. So if I would like to have the A alone, I will divide by 4, which will give me -2. So now my A is ready, but I would like to write the equation. This is what I want. So let's write it as y equal -2. Now x, you are having h as negative, so minus plus 5 all squared plus 7. And this is your answer. Now let's see which choice is this. So this one is wrong, this one is wrong, this one is right. -2 x plus 5 all squared plus 7. This one is wrong. Now let's move to the other question that some of the students told me they found it hard. Actually, nothing hard in this question if you are memorizing the rules. Now let's see and let's read it together. If mn equal to 16, so he gave you an expression mn equals 16. Good. And another expression or equation m squared plus n squared equals 68. So he's telling you, if you are having this information, what could be m plus n all squared? طيب, let me ask a question and think about it before I give the answer. Isn't this form as what we took in the book a plus b all square? Didn't we take that it's all about a squared plus b squared plus 2ab? Now, just different letters, but same concept. So, m squared plus n squared plus 2mn. That's it. Now let's go and substitute. He already gave you m squared plus n squared. Just put the number as it is, 68 plus. Then what he did for you is that he gave you m multiplied by n. So he just gave you this. So you just need to put the 2 as it is and multiply it by 16. With this, you can just calculate it easily using your calculator. That means you have to expect that he can get you one of the questions to be like this, which is not direct to ask you about the rules that you already should memorize or even understand. So it's not always he will be putting for you a plus b all square. So please focus on this question. Next time he may get you m plus n all cube, maybe. Or he can get you any trick like this. So please keep in mind the rules. Let's see the coming question. So this question is all about matrices. So here we are having matrix subtraction, and at the same time we are having scalar multiplication. So you are having matrix A, matrix B. He would like you to calculate 2B minus 3A. That means we should multiply matrix B by 2 first. So what's B? 0, 8, minus 6, and 9. Then 3A, what's A? 11, 4, minus 3, minus 7. So it's all about the scalar multiplication with the subtraction. So the scalar multiplication means you will be multiplying each entry by this number. So 2 multiplied by 0, 0, 2 multiplied by 8, 16, 2 by minus 6, minus 12, 2 by 9, 18. Then minus, you will be taking the 3, 33, 12, minus 9. Let me just make it clear. Minus 9, minus 21. And later you can perform the subtraction, and it's all about entries by entries. So minus 33, minus 24, 25, 39. Let's go find our solution. So this is your answer. Minus 33, minus 24, 25, 39. Let's go to this question. Now, let's find the inverse of the matrix, and you are having 2 by 2 matrix, so pay attention. Maybe next time it will be getting you the 3 by 3 matrix. So let's see here how to find the inverse of the 2 by 2 matrix. First of all, let's follow these steps. Find the determinant of this matrix, determinant of A. So to find this determinant, let's use this. Let me write it again here. Minus 2, minus 4, 1, and 3. This is your A. So if I would like to find the determinant, I will use this arrow. From here to here, I will be multiplying minus 2 by 3. Minus, I will be multiplying the other side. 1 by minus 4. By now, I will be getting the answer to be as the following. Sorry, that is a typo error. This is 2. Okay, that's great. So this is 2, typo error. So in the question, it is 2. Great. So 2 by 3, 6. Then what you are having here is that minus 4. Then you are having 10. Good. So what you need to do is that the second step is that think of the rule of the inverse. A inverse for 2 by 2, it's all about 1 over determinant of A multiplied by the adjoint of A. So let's understand, what does it mean to have the adjoint? Let me put letters here, A, B, C, and D. So what we will do to get the adjoint is that for this diagonal, you will be switching the numbers. Instead of 2, 3, it will be 3, 2. And for this diagonal, we will be changing the signs. So let me find the adjoint of A. It will be all about 3 and 2 here. Then changing the sign, it will be -1 and 4. With this, I got it as 3 -1, 4 and 2. Now I will be applying on the rule of the inverse. 1 over the determinant, which is 10, multiplied by the adjoint, -1, 2. Now multiply each entry. It will be all about 0.3 minus 0.1, 0.4, 0.2. With this, let's try to find the answer. This is your answer. So please focus. Once you take the inverse, you have to focus. Maybe he will be getting you 3 by 3. Try to know the difference, and then you can solve. Let's see this question now. Which quadratic function will be having a maximum of? So he gave you that it should be having a maximum. That means, let's imagine that I'm having quadratic function and I want it to be having a maximum. So your parabola should be going down. That means if I would like to write the function ax squared plus bx plus c, that means your a must be negative. So I can have a maximum. And whenever he gave me my x, the x value of the maximum is the same of the value of x of the axis of symmetry. That means, what is the axis of symmetry? Minus b over 2a, which is the same of your x value of whether you have a max or minimum. Good. Now, I will be checking each of them and I will be seeing which of them will be having the maximum. First of all, let's cancel the equations or the functions that will not help me. So I know that I have a, or I should have the a to be negative. That means, do I need this one? Here your a is 1. That means I don't need it. Here is negative. That means it could be my solution. Here is negative. It could be my solution. But here your a is 1, which is wrong. So cancel them from the beginning. So now you are left only with 2 of them to be solved. So in the exam, it is important to know what to cancel. So start by canceling so you will not waste time by trying with all of them. So let's now use the axis of symmetry equation, minus b over 2a. That means this is your b and your a is -1. So minus 10 over 2 by -1. That means it should be 5. And with this, I can know that this is my solution. If you would like to cross-check, you can find this -10 over 2 multiplied by -2. Okay, then I would like just to check. Yes, so great. So here our solution will be 10 over 4, which is not the solution I want. Now, he would like you to find the value of C that will make this trinomial, let me just make it clear for everyone, this trinomial a perfect square trinomial. So whenever I'm having perfect square trinomial, your first step is that just take this value, especially if you are having coefficient of 1. Take this value, and since it will be going to be squared, so even if you took the minus, it will not make any difference. So minus 1.8 divided by 2 all squared will be giving you positive value to be 0.81. And now this is your C. Good. Now what if you would like to check x squared minus 1.8x and put it as it is? Now go to your calculator, put mod 53. You will be getting x of 0.9. So you can write it as the following. So this is the perfect square of this function. Now let's go to this question. You are having f of x to be x plus 4 and g of x to be x squared plus 3x minus 10. He would like you to have g and then O, then F, then all about, let me just modify on this, all of X. So this symbol, I had many videos on this, so please, I would like you to watch them. G and remove it. Your input now of G is not anymore the X, it will be F of X. So you will be going to your G of X. You will be removing your X, and now your X, it's all about your F of X. So now you will be removing or changing your G of X into G F of X. So you will be removing each X here, and you will put your F of X. So let's do this now. So your f of x, it's all about x plus 4. So put it as it is, x plus 4 all squared plus 3 open brackets x plus 4. And now lastly put your minus 10 as it is. You didn't change it. Good. Now I would like to further simplify it. So at the beginning of the exam, I explained already the rule of this, which is a plus b all squared. It's all about a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. Good. So now if I would like to do this, it will be x squared plus 2 by x by 4 plus 4 squared. Then let's do distributive property. 3x plus 12 minus 10. Now simplify all the like terms. You will be getting x squared plus 11x plus 18. So your G, okay, let me just prepare it for you. So it will be x squared plus 11x plus 18. Great. With this, focus on the rules and you will be able to solve it easily. Let's see now this question. Solve 2x plus 3 bigger than or equal x squared. So first of all, this is quadratic inequality, but it's not organized. So what you need to do is that organize it. So you can shift everything to the other side with the x squared. So this will be like x squared minus 2x minus 3. Just put them to the other side. So we can imagine, just imagine that it is y bigger than or equal x squared minus 2x minus 3. So we already know that we are having here a positive value. So positive value of a means that it is opening up. Let me just draw it here so I can have place to write. So I know that my graph will be up, and I know that it should be solid. And I know that the coloring or the shaded area should be above. But now I'm not only graphing, I would like to find the intersection with the x-axis. That's why I need to solve this, and I put 0 here. So if I would like here to analyze these and factorize them, I will be having x minus 3, x plus 1. So this will be giving me roots of x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 1. That means let's put them here, 3 and minus 1. So how can I do the inequality now? I want my solution between both of them. That means let me open now let me open now my solution set. With this, by equating them to 0, I can know what are the exact roots. I will be putting them for you here so I can have a place to write. And by using the graph, I know that the solution is between these. And whenever I'm saying between, that means I will be using and. So your solution set will be x such that your solution is between x minus 1 and 3. So with this, think of it. This is your solution, minus 1, x, good. If you thought of the others, it will not be giving here. He's mixing for you, which is wrong. Here, if you think of it, it is or, so it will not work. When I will be putting or, if the shaded area was on the other side, for example, if you had the shaded area here, so this will be different. Whenever you are having, in this case only, it will be below. So that's why, in general, your solution will be this. Now let's go to the other question. He's telling you, you are having f of x to be minus x to the power of 3 plus x plus 1. So this is your f of x. Then he gave you another thing that he would like you to find 5f2n. That means your input now will not be x, it will be 2n. And everything will be multiplied by 5 at the end. So let's see. Multiply now 5 by all of this. Now it will be minus, and put the 2n, cube it, plus 2n plus 1. Let's now write it again. It will be 5 minus 8n cubed plus 2n plus 1. Then distributive property, it will be minus 40 n cubed plus 10n plus 5. Let's see which answer is this. Minus 40 n cubed plus 10n plus 5. So focus, whenever you are choosing your answers, it will be changing a lot if you chose another thing. طيب. Find the inverse of the function. So you are having a function here, f of x is equal x plus 1 all squared plus 3. So first of all, the first step is that remove f of x and you will be putting y. Then imagine that you are having a mirror and exchange between the y, or switch between the y and the x. So it will be x is equal y plus 1 all squared plus 3. Now you will be solving for y. You will be solving everything for y. So you will be moving the 3, it will be minus 3. Then it will be on this side y plus 1 all squared. Now if you would like to take, just let me change the color. Yes, if you would like to take, to find y, you should take the square root. And whenever you take the square root of a squared value, that means you should put the absolute value. And with putting this absolute value, you will be having x minus 3. Good. Now, whenever you are having absolute value, that means your solution could be plus and minus this square root. Good. But before I move and to the other step, we have to move the minus 1 to the other side. So to leave the y alone. With this, it will be like that. But he is telling you that here, he's telling you that you are having your x should be bigger than or equal minus 1. That means you should restrict yourself to the domain. With this, you will be choosing only, let me just make it like this, your f inverse of x. It's all about x minus 3 minus 1, which will be later x minus 3 minus 1, which is this answer. Now let's go to this question. It is a long question, but at the same time, it's not that hard if you focus. So Nabila downloaded some television shows. Now let's focus together. A sitcom uses 0.3 gigabytes. So now let's focus. and a drama 0.6, a talk show 0.6. Good. That means she downloaded in total 7 programs, and the total gigabytes 3.6. Also, he gave you another information. So he gave you an information about the gigabytes. And he gave you another information about the number of programs. So that will help you to put 2 equations. Now, where is the third equation? Keep reading. There were twice as many episodes of the drama as sitcom. That means we are having a connection between the drama and the sitcom. So let's consider each of them X, Y, Z. So sitcom to be X, drama to be Y, talk show to be Z. Now let's focus together. First of all, I would like to have the equation of the number of programs. So this is the equation of programs. If I added all of them, X plus Y plus Z, he told me that she downloaded 7 programs. So this is my first equation. Now let's see the second equation. He told me that what is the gigabytes for each of them and what is the total gigabytes. So the equation of total gigabytes. That means she used 0.3 for each sitcom. That means 0.3 times X and 0.6 for each drama and 0.6 for each talk show. And the total gigabyte was 3.6. So that is your equation 2. Now, you will be thinking, how can you have 3 variables but you have 2 equations? That means you should use this sentence, write system of equation for the number of episodes are for each type of this show. So now let's have the equation of between drama versus sitcom. This will be helping you. The drama here, the drama is Y and the sitcom is X. That means the number of drama are doubling the sitcom or twice the sitcom. So now this will be leaving you to X plus Y plus Z equal to 7, 0.3 X plus 0.6 Y plus 0.6 Z equal to 3.6. Y is equal to X, which is this answer. That's it. If you have any question, you can comment. Now, which of the following will be representing the right synthetic division? So whenever he's giving you synthetic division, before you proceed, you can just perform it from the beginning. So he gave it to you 3x cubed minus 2x plus 5 over x minus 2. So first of all, you have to notice that whenever you are using your divisor, just equate it to 0. And when you equate it to 0, you will be having x is equal to. That means from now, you should cancel this and you should cancel this. Good. Now, you are left with putting the coefficients. Now focus with me because I'm always mentioning this, that it is a big mistake that some of the students will rush and will be choosing this one. So focus now. Here you are having the third power. So this is the coefficient. But after the third power, am I having first power? No. Where is the x square? Ask yourself, you don't have it, then put 0. Then power of 1, put the -2, then the 5. So before even to continue solving this question, you can know that this is your answer. So it's all about the trick of this divisor and the trick of the power and the degree even of each part of the question. So pay attention. That's it. If you would like me to continue, so as a revision, just get the 3 down, then multiply 2 by 3, 6, then add it, you'll be having 6. Multiply 12, add it, you will be having 10. Now multiply, you will be having 20, add it, you will be having 25, which is another double check for the answer. That's it. Now let's go to the last question in your exam and focus with me because this was as a gift for you in the exam. Use the graph of the polynomial to find the zeros of the function. Now, whenever he's telling you find zeros of the function and he's giving you the graph, just go directly, highlight the x-axis, and you would like to find the intersection with x-axis. These are your zeros, so just let's highlight them. So in general, if I made the slide just bigger, it will be clear for you here that this is my number and this, and this. So directly we can understand that we are having 2 on the negative side and 2 on the positive side. So in general we are having 4. So we can from the beginning cancel this, cancel this. So we are left between this and this. So here it is minus 2.5 and 2.5, which is wrong. So from the beginning it is this. That's why it was a gift. So please concentrate while solving. I wish you all the best. Hopefully you will be getting full marks. If you need any question, you can just ask me. Thank you so much and wait for more videos.